ever seen him cry?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Sup? Though. This video contains discussion of personality disorder. Click OK. For those complaining, I'm too dramatic.
Him having a mini panic attack over the fact that Jake Paul's left him an answer machine message. What is the big deal? I'm shaking. I'm like, what? I mean, you're an overreactor, mate.
And those saying there's not enough.
Like, I'm bored of the content. I'm not bored of the series. I almost don't even know how to explain it.
Oh no.
Buckle the fuck up.
Here we go now.
Because you're never gonna see a video like this again.
Here we go.
I just don't understand how someone could do that to someone. I don't. I promised myself I wouldn't cry, and I don't want to cry. Ugh.
I have news for you, but we have to find a quiet place because Ryan is outside doing a brand deal. Are you still filming? Okay. Let's go to the back. After days and days of trying to convince him, Nick Crompton is in. I have been trying to get this motherfucker to say yes for literally a week. Now, the reason it was so important for me to interview Nick Crompton is because he was with Jake since the very beginning.
Right.
He knows Jake very, very well, on and off camera. He knows the business side of things. He worked with Team 10. This whole thing was very personal to him. You know, like, this was his life. You know, managing Team 10, friends with Jake. So I understand why he's been so apprehensive. And this, to me, just proves, like, what kind of person he is, right? He said, I don't know how to do the accent.
Oh, good luck. He's got a very specific accent. It's not just like the cliche British accent. It's like,
when my life started getting crazy.
Jesus Christ.
I'll just do it. He said,
Okay.
when my life started getting crazy with all the attention and the money, etc., I started typing up all my core values and beliefs in my notepad, so I never lost myself or did something that I would regret.
Right.
In those notes, there's a sentence that says, I'll never publicly talk about the personal lives of others, as I expect the same from people closest to me. I guess I could try to do this if Jake knows 100% that I'm doing it. I don't want him to think I'm going behind his back, and I don't want anybody to think that I'm talking about them for publicity.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I know.
He wrote that down. I never want to talk about somebody that's...
I know, I just love him. So that meant I had to go to Jake. So I basically said, Jake, listen, I want to interview Nick. I trust him. I think I need to interview the other side. And he was like, 100%, I agree. Yes, it's a yes. There are conditions, though. So I wanted to obviously interview Nick at his place. And he was like, I'm so sorry, like, I can't. I have so many issues right now with privacy and, like, PTSD from the whole Team 10 situation. I mean, there was literally, like, hundreds of kids outside of their house 24/7. He sent me an address for a house that is a business he's working on. I don't know. It's confusing and I don't understand it, but it's a mansion. And, we're going. We're not allowed to show the outside. I don't know why. There's a lot of secrecy with this whole situation.
What have you been up to?
Everything I'm doing is still secret.
Why am I nervous?
I'm nervous for you.
I'm a little nervous too.
I guess, let's go to England. My favorite city. Jake Paul.
I'm intimidated.
No, I'm curious because when I first met met you, I asked you, like, oh, do you watch YouTube? And you were like, oh, well, I mean, I watch, like, you know, Logan Paul, and, like, kind of that's it. And I remember literally going, ew. Which is
Yeah, you did. I wasn't like an everydayer. I was an everyday girl. But I would watch occasionally because I was like, oh, how fun is that? They all live in like a house of YouTubers. Like, little did I know.
Who's the best YouTuber?
You.
Who's the best YouTuber?
Do you know any of the bad stuff Jake has done? Like, have you kept up with any of it?
The only bad video I've ever watched about Jake is the one like that Alyssa Violet made.
He dragged me down the stairs. This scar right here.
But also, who knows like what that situation was.
Alyssa Violet and Jake broke up because there was a lot of abuse.
Listen, we gotta clarify that because it's a huge word.
Verbal
And just
verbal,
mental stuff.
yeah.
So what's, like, one question that you think I should ask him?
One question for Jake Paul. This is a bad question.
What?
You're like, this is not serious. I want to know if Jericho's real or not. I've heard that it's fake. I've heard from sources that it's not real.
Really?
Sources, sorry.
Sources? Where? Can I have them?
Twitter. Let me know if Jericho's real. Wait, who's your favorite team tender? I've been watching Erica Costello, and her vlogs are actually pretty good.
0 to 1 million subs real quick.
Interesting.
I'm Erica Costello.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, bye. What's up, Costellers? Make sure you get some of this goat merch before it sells out. The 2-piece matching collection is my absolute favorite. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
They look so good together.
I didn't know she did that.
What did you do?
I stand. She's a goat. Greatest of all time.
Oh.
Woo! I stand. I told you.
Alright, let's go to the next one.
Should I officially call it Uber now?
Yeah.
I have a list of things I really want to ask him, and things I know he's not going to want to answer. Like, you can't film without it, so just film our feet. Yeah. Or just the floor. Where are we right now?
Wait, what are you?
I thought the car was going to fall.
Oh, shit.
What the hell?
Sorry. I don't know why I said I'm sorry. I'm supposed to show that. Things I guess. Oh, I think we're here. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Have a good time, sir.
Thank you so much. I'll try. This is New Crompton's Jeep.
What time is it?
We're kind of early. Just text.
Can't make it anything.
This is one of the biggest houses I've ever seen.
I heard that.
Are we going into like a Disney movie?
I heard that too.
Oh my god. Oh, it's time for my Adderall. Sorry. Fuck. Don't let me forget.
Don't let you forget. What am I?
You Shane? Madeline. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I film you?
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Go here.
I'll bring back the chairs.
He said that as he's filming her.
There's an elevator in the house.
Yes.
What's going on?
Oh my god.
Right?
What is this? Where are we? Do we know what this is? Do you know what this is?
All of these houses are just like all influencers. Networking.
What is this house? Or are we not allowed to say yes?
Oh, no. So she lives here. I'm her assistant. Yeah, or,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Along with a few other influencers.
Wait.
And elevator.
Wow. Okay. Elevator in the house.
It still scares me, though. I don't know if I trust in the house elevator.
Me too.
I never had issues. Alright.
That's such a big table.
I know, right?
Who's it for?
These houses are really built for influencers, so
I don't have one of them.
you can come over anytime.
Okay.
Wait,
Damn. What the hell? Yo, I'm feeling a type of way right now. I can't really explain it, but I'm feeling some type of way. I'm not feeling excited, but I'm just feeling a little creeped out. That's probably a strong word, but I definitely have some mixed emotions about the building in the area that they're in. I mean, if anybody else feels some type of way, like, I feel weird. And I'm not even in the building. So I can only imagine what Shane is feeling. Like, he probably has mixed emotions. Like, I feel some type of way, but I can't explain how I feel. But it's definitely, like, not exciting or anything. But I can't explain it, but I feel weird.
This is so cinematic.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
Thank you for joining
I was going to say hi to you. Oh, no.
How you doing, man?
You like it?
What is this? This is crazy. Wow, there's a fridge out here. There's two of them.
There's other places we can film. I like being outside.
Same. If outside is this.
However, it's so.
Okay. This is so weird because we've never done this before.
No, this is, and especially I've been watching all of these things. When I'm at home and I'm seeing the tweets when you post these videos, everyone talks about it.
The reason you're going to see more and more of Jake Paul is it appears that he is the focus of the next Shane Dawson documentary series.
So this is kind of very nerve-wracking.
So, how did Jake even find you?
So back in the UK, I built a marketing agency with 6 other people, and it did really well. I ended up coming out here and helping Jake build Team 10.
I still don't think I understand how insane the whole thing was, and what it must have been like to be in Team 10 with all the people outside.
It's every day, bro! It's every day, bro!
With hundreds of millions of views on a music video. You're a meme, you're everywhere.
What is that? What is that?
And that's not what you probably signed up for.
No.
No, it's Nick Brunson and my policy!
Is that why you were nervous to do this? Or why it's taken a while for you to say yeah?
Talking about how I feel and what's going in my head and talking about someone else's personal life is not something I'm comfortable with. But Jake said it was fine, so we're here.
It's just it looks so iconic.
Okay, here you go.
Yeah.
Okay, what was it like living in the Team 10 house? Did you actually live in it?
Yeah.
You slept there?
Mm-hmm.
What was that like?
I guess Team 10 was my college experience.
Damn.
Or the closest thing that I'm going to get to it because I didn't go. There's a bunch of people living together, just having fun. But we were making money at the same time, and it was a business.
Yeah.
Was it as chaotic as people make it out?
No. If it was, I wouldn't have lived there.
Right.
I can't deal with that.
Because one thing I did hear about from somebody was some of the pranks, the bigger, crazier pranks, were planned.
Okay.
Are you scared to say it? Jake is gonna have to tell me the truth. That's the whole thing. Jake said he swore to God he would be super honest with me when it came to everything. So when I asked him that, and I'm like, were some of the pranks fake? Like breaking down walls, and, like doing crazy things.
Good morning!
Like, was that all planned? If he says, no, it was real, I'm gonna be like, you're a liar, and I'm gonna leave. So...
Is that really what you're gonna do?
What?
What you just said? If he says that it's not, you're just gonna walk out?
Yeah, if he lies to me about anything, I'm just gonna...
Okay. This is like the... I feel like it fixes a lot of problems, especially some of the big problems where people just think something that's not true.
You couldn't breathe?
No.
I feel like pretty much everyone that's a little bit older knows that it's all fake.
It's all over!
It's just difficult to say that they're fake when there's still loads of young kids watching and enjoying it, and I don't want to be responsible for ruining that whole thing.
We have 15 tasers. Oh my gosh. We're gonna chase Snake. Chase Snake, okay, ready?
You know what I mean?
You don't want to say Santa Claus is fake.
He's gonna die.
He's going to die.
Yeah, I don't want to be in that scenario where I just say to a bunch of kids, like, everything you've been watching isn't real.
Hey, Nick!
I mean, okay. Well, I'd say, like, for example, there's this video, right? Paparazzi is filming you guys, and you guys are filming a Jake Paul video. And you can see moments when the camera turns off where Jake is just kind of like standing there, not really knowing what to do, and then he talks to you guys, and then he like throws something off your desk.
You don't feel sick.
And then the camera cuts, and then like I think Erica picks it up, and then you figure it out, and then he films again. So, but then when you watch the actual video, he looks crazy.
If you over his ass,
He's like throwing things and acting crazy, whatever.
nipple plunge. What?
So it was interesting because I'm like, oh,
Jake Paul, let's slip and do that.
alright, cool guys. If all of this is planned, if like destroying someone's room is planned, if handcuffing people to beds or whatever is planned,
No, Jake. Jake, no.
if pushing people down in stores and doing all that kind of stuff is planned,
That's how we're gonna wake everyone up.
then it kind of changes my opinion a little bit. Because it makes him look less like impulsive and crazy.
What the hell are you doing?
Good morning, honey.
And more like, this will be funny, right? If I break this thing and throw this thing and do this thing. I guess I'm talking about those ones.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, what's the biggest one? Like, he destroyed a kid's room or something? That was
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, that whole thing, as I've never talked about this, but we're on the topic. I was super close to the Martinez twins, as was Jake, and as was everyone on Team 10. Like, it was super fun, and we all loved each other, and then all of a sudden, they came out with this video
Yo, what's up, guys? We're the Martinez twins.
saying that we were bullying them.
You bully us for like 8 months. Now it's our time. And I'm sorry, Jake. I'm so sorry because of this.
Using examples from Jake's vlogs, like him being handcuffed to a bed or something for a day or whatever it was.
We were in a room, so he started pranking us every single day. Like, we felt so bad. Like, there's just like,
Not real. Like, it's so strange to say that. I don't.
because we trust Nick. We trust Nick.
Was it the twins where their bedroom was destroyed? And
Goodbye, Martinez room.
they were saying in the video, like, oh, he destroyed our room.
Like, he destroyed our room.
And we didn't know.
Like, why? I was like what the hell are you doing?
They did know. It wasn't even a room. It was a fake room that we built.
We actually made the room in 1 day. Yeah, in 1 day.
Like, they went to Home Depot
We bought everything. We built it.
and, like, we made them a fake room in the living room and then destroyed it.
You built it to destroy it, basically.
Yeah.
This is fun, man.
And if Jake had just said that, or if anyone had just said the pranks are fake, that would have debunked everything the Martinez twins were doing.
Do I think the Martinez twins were bullied? No. Do I think that they probably got annoyed by the pranks? Hell yeah, like we all did.
Hold it up. I did say that was gonna happen.
You did.
Wait.
But it wasn't ever a threatening situation to be in.
Yo, you almost died, dude.
I was dumb, right?
No, bro. It's not dumb.
And if it was to them, they could have said something. But they never did.
The real though, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right, that was dope, right?
Yeah, that was
You
dope.
you want to do it again
Shout
tomorrow?
out to Martinez twins.
Hey, hey, you got a plug.
Not once ever did I see them seem upset or unhappy. Things were so bad at the Team 10 house. Why did they come back? So many.
Well, of course you're not. I mean, for some people, you're not going to see their real emotions. You're not going to see how they really are, how they really act, how they really feel on camera. You know, I want to say about a good percentage of YouTubers don't show that. And I get why. But, you know, it's, yeah, man, it's, yeah, a lot of people do that. They would act a certain way on camera, and then off of camera they would act totally different. But like, you know, they'd be smiling, they'd be laughing, giggling, playing around, having fun on video, on while the camera's running, while the camera's on YouTube. But once that camera cuts off, I don't know, they can be feeling a whole type of way. They can be depressed, they can be sad, they can be hurt, you know. They can feel some type of way on and off camera. So I mean, I don't know. But yeah, if you keep that up, if you keep, you know, two different emotions, two different feelings on and off camera, sometime down the line, you're going to see that. You're going to get that vibe. You're going to see them. You know, if like for a couple of months or a couple of weeks, you see your YouTuber, you see somebody on YouTube laughing and having fun, right? Fun. If they keep that up, but they're not really having fun, they're not really having a good time and smiling and whatnot off of camera, but on camera, that's how they are, because they're putting up a show. I feel like sometime down the line, you're going to see how they really are and what they really feel like, their true colors on camera. It's just a matter of time. But of course you're not going to see how they really feel, how they really are on camera. It's just how it goes. For some, most people on YouTube and people just on camera. Yeah.
Alright, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, because
It's every day.
it's
bro.
every day,
Okay.
bro.
Like everything that they were accusing Jake of doing in Team 10, we're sitting back like, we're just not gonna take this one.
And I've never have seen anyone talk poorly of the Martinez twins.
When you do so much for someone and they just stab you in the back like that, like, it just takes a toll on you emotionally. It's like they're joking around, but like the situation actually like really affected me.
And every time something happens, it's like we don't want to tell everyone that everything's fake. So we just keep taking these hits.
Bye, Tessa.
And why is Jake afraid of just saying that? Like, it's just fake.
She's such a good sport. Like, I love you, Tessa.
Because are those kids gonna watch still if they believe that, if they know that none of it's real? There is kids that watch and that understand that the clowns are not real. Obviously.
Are you still filming? Yeah.
But at the same time, there are very young kids watching that shouldn't be seeing and believing that Jake and Erica are really getting kidnapped.
Right.
Like, that's wrong. And
who is your audience? Who do you make your videos for?
Yeah, my audience is definitely younger. I'd say it's like 8 years old to like 16 years old. I try to be as clean as possible. Oh. I hate clowns. them, so I can only imagine like what they're gonna feel like.
I should go inside sometime soon. It's getting pretty dark.
Yeah. Let's go inside for that.
Oh, you ask him about advice?
Take the sympathy and plug. It's like, you know what I mean? Get the empathy of the viewers. You're killing it.
Thanks, man. Jake, you help us, and I want to say thank you for that.
Sorry, what? Their finishing outbreak might take like 15-20 minutes to clean up, so we can go in the theater.
Let's go to the movie.
The theater? That sounds so racist. Wow, it really was a full gym.
I don't know.
Okay. We're in the movie theater. Which is kind of perfect. Because movies are fake.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things in Jake's life that people think is fake. His girlfriend Erica.
I spelled it wrong.
She wasn't like cast to be his girlfriend.
No.
Will you be my girlfriend?
I don't know why people have this like thought that Team 10 is cast.
When I first met him, our relationship was completely business.
Online, like Erica and I are dating.
And you cast Erica to be Jake's girlfriend, and that's her role, that's who she is.
And I use all these thumbnails where I say she's my girlfriend.
The stuff that we do is dramatized, but it's still real people.
You can only pretend so much on the vlogs. I think it's very obvious when Jerica like started getting super, super real.
Right now, from what I've seen, the new Team 10 members, it seems a little staged.
I used to rub my neck, let my neck hurt.
I mean, there's like this girl, Sunny, who's like a singer.
Let me catch my car, fuel killer.
Justin Roberts, who is like from rich parents.
6 figures, I was only 4. So much money, I can't see the floor.
Damn. He was born rich. He gonna die rich. I was born broke. I'm gonna die broke.
Oh.
That's me. I'm about to start crying, man.
Everything seems very much like maybe these kids have paid to be there.
There's no way anyone would ever be signed to Team 10 because they bribed the way in. He would never accept someone if he thought they couldn't be something, because then he's a failure.
But he takes a percentage, right?
Yeah.
20%. That was like a big thing.
Members leave Team 10, but I still collect their checks. Every single one of them, and that includes my ex.
And this is another thing, like, it's that money doesn't go in Jake's pocket, as everyone likes to believe. It's not, it goes in Team 10's pocket. It's a business. Just like when you go to Starbucks and you pay for a coffee, you're not paying that money to the person giving you the coffee, it's going to the business.
Oh.
About Team 10, right? This video is about Team 10, right?
So, Team 10 is the company. Yeah. And Jake is almost the face of it.
Yeah, he fulfills the role of CEO.
I'm the CEO, I'm the boss, T-Rex.
Like the Team 10 house.
Yeah.
That house they rented before Jake was even really popular. Was somebody else paying for that?
Original Team 10 house was rented and paid for by those investors.
I'm Jake Paul. I'm a Snapchat creator and actor, and this is my home. Come check it out.
And help cover the costs of paying staff. What the talent were making, the 20%, would go to Team 10 to be able to pay for the staff, to be able to provide that.
So, the house. The biggest thing that happened was the address was leaked. Like, couldn't you Google Team 10 house and it would pop up?
Yeah. Another thing that people seem to believe is that Jake would leak his own address so people would come, like...
He apparently makes his address no secret. The neighbors hate me.
Why would you want around 50 to 70, 80 people outside your house at all times?
Hey, don't pound. Guys, don't pound knock. Knock is courteous.
Jake definitely doesn't want that. None of us in the house wanted that.
Teensy, the wall. Get a piece of it.
Because as soon as you go out the door, it's instant screaming from a bunch of people. And usually you have paparazzi filming, so whatever you do and say or don't do, like it's all recorded. When that's happening, and you have all those people outside, you don't want to get pictures with them because that encourages everyone else to come as well. Can we keep moving?
But gentle, they make you famous. Remember, they give you paychecks, they make you famous, you stay gentle.
But
Girl.
if you don't get pictures with them, you look like an asshole.
Yeah.
Because you're ignoring the people that supporting you and enabling you to have the life that you're living.
And remember, you guys make them famous, you guys give them paychecks.
What is the answer to that situation?
That's right. We give them paychecks, we make them famous, tell them to be gentle.
Girl.
We're hiding the house. It wasn't our fault. There's no way we would want that. But the whole world thinks that we wanted to make a spectacle of ourselves, or Jake wanted to make a spectacle of himself.
They did, though. You can't expect us not to come when you're giving it out.
No, I understand.
I'm not an idiot. I'm not blind. Like, I see what everyone else sees in these videos. But what they don't see is what happens when the videos get turned off.
Yeah,
Not many people get to see that side of Jake.
Do people around him not think he's nice?
People around him think he's nice.
Saying that makes people think like
That I must be some kind of dumbass. I must be really manipulated or just really dumb. Like, I must be so dumb to be even talking about him nicely right now. And
Ew.
giving him this redemption bullshit. But it isn't. This is all just the truth.
Surprise!
He has done a lot of dumb stuff, and I'm not saying there's an excuse for that. I'm just saying there's a lot of things that people don't know, and the reason behind things, and yeah.
So, you said Team 10 is real. When did it all start to fall apart? Like, what made everybody just started leaving kind of one by one by one?
I love everyone here, and I have so much fun filming with everyone.
You guys need to understand that you're being manipulated. And I know for a fact, I've been there, guys. It's me.
In the beginning, there were different reasons for different people. Things for me started getting different when Greg Paul got involved.
Who? Oh, his dad.
Are you okay now?
Yeah. He's just... I don't know how to explain that man. But he forced his way in, and somehow, I mean, in the beginning, he tried to get involved, and I talked to Jake, and he'd come out, and it didn't work out, and he'd rub everyone up the wrong way, and just no one wanted him there, and then he ended up disappearing again, going back to Ohio. And it was like a cycle, like Jake would get mad at him and be like, you're fucking everything up, just go away. And then, I don't know, he came out again to when we moved into the new house, and I don't know, just managed to get some kind of authority and start making decisions, and everything just started not being what it was supposed to be. And I didn't like it, I didn't like what was happening, so I left.
My personal opinion, I've never met Jake's dad.
Hey, how you doing? My dad. Hey, Dad.
But a parent working with their child, in any case, doesn't work. But it's probably hard to explain that to Jake, because it literally is his dad.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey man, I don't think this is a good idea. And then he's probably just like, well, fuck you, that's my dad.
Yeah, it was a constant fight between me and Greg. I just don't like that guy.
Wow. Damn.
I don't want to like involve the family, right? Like I just wanted to do something about Jake. But if I'm doing something about the fall of Jake Paul and all the drama and the controversies, his dad is involved in a lot of it.
The other day I ran into Greg Paul. So get the f*** out of my face. Go f*** yourself. You're a great father figure.
Do I bring up his dad to him? Do I not even... I feel like I have to.
Serious personal stuff, I believe, should never be on the internet. It should never be everyone's business. And so, Jake's done stupid stuff, and people know about that, but whatever's happened between me and him is always going to stay between me and him. The only reason I'm here right now is because Jake said that I could talk about this stuff.
Right.
Whatever Greg has or hasn't done should stay between whoever he has or hasn't done it to. So, do you involve Greg? Do you not? Because this is about Jake, and then you're involving someone else's life. I don't know.
And hey, do you like Jake too, or just Logan?
I like Logan more.
You do?
Oh!
Hear that, Jake?
Okay. What happened to where you still haven't talked to Jake?
So, I knew when I told him that I wanted to leave, he would want me to leave right then. He does take things very personally. And I think maybe someone like me leaving would hit him more than it has before. I tried to do it in the best way possible. But I think he was just too upset or angry to even listen. And it was just very abrupt with me. And asked me to leave, so I left. And I've texted him a few times on certain things. I texted him just before the fight. That's the last time I texted him, just saying good luck, not that you need it. Still not heard anything back. And like
Why do you think he takes it so personally when somebody? I mean, has he like excommunicated himself from everybody that's left? What about like that chance and like? I guess
so. That's how Team 10 unfortunately works, and I don't know how that happened or why the mindset was like that. But if someone leaves Team 10, it's like, well, you don't like us then, because it wasn't like just fully a business. It was, we were a family that lived together and we all loved each other, and if you didn't want to be in that, then you mustn't like us, and you must have something against us, and something along those lines is the thought process. When people leave...
Okay, yeah, I get it. I get why Jake took it so hard, why old dude left. Cause like you said, you were it started off like a business. And it still is, but like you're living together. So it's like naturally, you're gonna become family, or you're gonna become really, really close over the time. So it's, I can see why Jake took it so hard. I mean, took it so bad, and was just so hurt, because I guess he was family to him. He was like a little bit. He was like a brother to him. Can you imagine? You like, I don't know, you doing business with like your best friend for like a long ass time, and then one of y'all, start to like drift off, but like you don't like the way he or she is going about it, and you be like, you say something along the lines like, I gotta be honest with you, I can see where this is going, and I don't like the way you're going about it. I don't like the direction you're going, so and I want you to change. And if you don't want to change, then I gotta leave. Like, can you imagine like your own brother or sister just leaving, and y'all never talk to each other again? Like, that's hard. That's rough. So I can see why Jake took it so personally when old dude left, but you can't be around people if they're not, if they don't want to change, or if they change them for like the worse. I get it why you don't want to be around that. But yeah, I definitely see why Jake took it to the heart, because old dude left. Yeah.
Like, you're not supposed to talk to them because they fucked you over. So that's why I'm thinking in my head, does Jake think I fucked him over by leaving? Because that must mean I don't like him because I don't want to be there.
That's like a cult.
I was gonna say the same thing.
That's literally a cult.
Yeah.
Like, you're either with us or you're against us. When you leave, you disassociate. You don't talk to them. Like,
But he blocked me. He wouldn't talk to me.
did he cut communication from Tessa and all the other people that left? I mean, that's like a cult.
Family.
A family. Family. We are family.
And I don't know if he's leading it.
Who should we bring on the Team 10? We're gonna have more people in the future? It's gonna grow?
Or if his dad is leading it, or if his dad and his brother are all leading it. But I, in my years on YouTube, have never seen a squad have a house, have rules. That was another thing, right? He had a bunch of rules or something. Like people were like, he had a lot of rules.
In the beginning, but they were encouraging people to be better.
It all feels very culty to me.
It makes me sad that, like, sometimes I think to myself, like, what if he didn't give a fuck about me, actually? Like, what if he just saw me as this person that was going to help him run his business, and that when I chose to leave that, like, oh, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. Like, I wasn't actually his friend or anything like that. I don't know anything at this point.
What you explained is sociopaths. What you said sounded like that.
I don't think he is one. He shows too much emotion in everything that he does to be a sociopath.
Probably.
I feel like I can read people very well. I know when someone's been fake and I know when someone isn't. And I can see, oh my god, I can see him, when things happen to him and he's hurt, I can see him trying to process what he's feeling. But he like has a hard time doing it. Like he looks confused as to like, why do I feel upset right now? Or why this to himself? And I can see it in his face when someone says something or something happens and he's thinking about the situation. I can see him, the confusion in his face of like, why? I'm just speculating, but why am I feeling like this right now? I don't think he's a sociopath.
Have you ever seen him cry?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You don't have to tell me what it was about, but what was the general, like, was it something that happened to him? Was it something that was like...
It's something that happened to him, yeah.
And was it not business related?
No.
Interesting.
Oh,
He
damn.
has been fucked over by a lot of people, and I think a mixture between being fucked over by people, just suddenly having all this success and fame, and other factors, maybe like his dad, have yeah.
The Alyssa situation with the ex-girlfriend.
Jake's kicking me out.
Yeah.
I watched her video.
It was both of our faults, really. He shouldn't have treated me like shit day after day and then expect everything to be okay.
And I saw videos of him like spitting on her. Was the thing about Logan like hooking up with Jake's ex-girlfriend?
Alyssa had sex with his older brother, Logan.
How much of all of that is real?
No, it's very much real.
So like the Jake's brother hooking up with Jake's ex-girlfriend.
That wasn't planned. That'd be sick if that was planned.
But it happened?
Yeah.
I finally treated him the way that he was treating me, and he didn't like it. Like the one time I decided to be savage like him, and it ended with me being homeless.
Okay. So and that's something everybody knows.
I hope so.
They have a million videos about it.
I got an idea. I'm gonna steal you from Jake.
I think
I just always assumed it was a joke, because like what brother would fuck their brother's ex? That doesn't even make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Like, stole my brother's girl. And you're gonna be my thumbnail.
Is that something I shouldn't bring up? Like, what was his reaction to that?
Oh.
Oh.
Not good.
No.
Not good.
No. He was. Yeah. I don't know if that is something you should bring up. But that is a very. Yeah.
How was this not more talked about? I'm so confused. How was this a thing?
I've lost like complete track of like what is public and what isn't. It's mainly why I don't talk about things.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what people know and what people don't know anymore. So I'm pretty sure it's public knowledge.
He said he was your brother and kiss her now.
But with any anything on the internet, a couple of weeks later, it's no one gives a fuck anymore.
But like in real life.
In real life, yeah.
Like for Jake, that's like, I feel like I have to talk to him about that. Like, how did you deal with that emotionally, mentally?
What does that say about his relationship with his brother?
Yeah, that's interesting too.
The funny thing about this is that this,
Wow.
like, we're not using the condoms in the scene.
It's like, what is
There's
that?
a whole thing too, like in his drama life, like our parents made us really competitive, and like then he does that. It's like,
Do you want to make a baby? What?
Stop!
Yo, chill. Hey, whoa! You need to calm down. Then I'm gonna cut the camera and we'll see what happens.
they don't know. Does he not know where the line is as far as like?
You should pierce your nipples, right?
Like yours?
No one knows that.
Oh, what my whole vlog does now.
One-upping him, or what's that about?
It got, for me, scary at one point because they kept one-upping each other.
Now she in the low gang and you know she on my team.
And I was just like, when is this going to stop? There was a moment there when I was like, what is going on right now? Like, I was worried that they were just going to destroy each other.
If you think something's gonna happen, predict it before it happens, because then it makes them look dumb when it happens.
Look like dumb?
What? Did I say something?
Makes them look up and down.
Dang it, I dropped out of high school. I don't know.
Oh,
What I
damn.
think I'm most nervous about is sitting down with him and like having him be 100% honest and like not bullshit with me.
See, that's going to be interesting. Because he's open with the people that he's close to, but I've not seen him let in a stranger ever in my life. So if he...
Oh, so you know off Bucks that Jake gonna be, when this interview happen, you know Jake he gonna hold a lot of stuff back. And, you know, a part of me wishes that he's not, but you already know he is. You heard it from old dude. Like, he's a lot more open with the people that's close to him versus a complete stranger or somebody that's not close to him. So, you know, it's natural for you to not be 100% with a complete stranger, you know, but it's like Shane wants him to not. Okay, I can see how he can do. I mean, Jake on the interview, he can easily talk around or answer around a question that Shane gives him, or he can not, you know, tell the whole truth. I guess there's ways of telling the truth and giving the answer without being 100%. But I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, I know Jake not gonna say 100%, double, like keep it 100. I already know that off Bucks. But it's just like I want him to be completely 100% honest and not hold nothing back. But you already know he is. You already know, like, for a fact. Damn. But yeah, the fact that old dude said that Jake is a lot more, he opens up a lot more to the people that's closer to him versus a stranger like Shane. Then yeah, man, that's it right there, man.
opens up to you, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Is there things I should not say or things I should, you know?
I think if you're gonna do it, it should be just you and him. He shouldn't be influenced or be worried about anyone else listening, because then he's not gonna be 100% himself. If it's just you two and you're like how you always are, you're very open and honest, and you make people feel comfortable, he'll probably, hopefully, open up to you and just explain his feelings and how he's feeling. Like, being upset about something is not showing weakness. You're a human being, you should show that. I think that might be the mistake where people are calling him a sociopath, because he likes to hide his feelings because that might show weakness. I don't think he's not able to feel. But who knows? I'm so interested to watch this and just see what you do with him, and what you talk about, and what he says, and if he'll talk to me again.
His girlfriend Erica.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that?
Erica's probably one of the best things that's, in my opinion, happened to Jake. Like, that's not one of those fake. There's not. I just like them together. I think they both have the same work ethic. They both work around the clock, and Erica will tell Jake how it is, which I don't think he's had that from girls before.
You're the boy, and I'm the girl. Carry me?
Oh wow. If she's not happy with him, she'll let him know.
Yes, we are fighting. Multiple reasons.
Like, is she kind of like, dude, fucked up? Or like, dude, shut up? Like, is she kind of like real with him in that way?
Yeah.
I got your shoe. Here.
Thank you. You're a dick.
So I think them being together is a good thing.
Seriously? She fucking locked me out. Interesting. Why can't she just love me?
Jake.
Love me.
They're gonna think we just like tried to make him sound great. I feel like that's all they're gonna think about.
I mean, because I definitely want to grill him on everything, but like, what's left?
Because there's also clips, like there's a whole compilation like of, you know, Jake Paul like bullying Tessa Brooks and Jake Paul bullying the Martinez, and I guess half of it falls under pranks, which they might know about, but then there's other ones where he's like calling Tessa's laugh like, oh, you sound like a walrus.
I thought that was Tessa, are you good? Because you laugh like a walrus all the time. It's annoying.
So like a lot of these like one-off comments that are just like shitty things that if I heard someone say that, I would be like, oh, that's a pretty shitty person. Like maybe they're not the worst, but like, oh, they're definitely shitty. And all the Alyssa stuff too, if half of what she said was true, was like, it's a shitty person.
I'm being serious, dog!
I mean, that's what it might boil down to, is he might just kind of be a shitty person.
You just want me to look bad on camera? Is that what you want?
I have hope. Should I not have hope? Am I going into this too hopeful?
No, I have hope. So I don't think it's a bad thing to have hope. I think we might just be disappointed.
A lot of people think, Shane, you should not be doing this because you shouldn't be giving Jake Paul a platform. This is wrong. I see why they think that. Do you think that? Do you think this might be a bad idea?
No, because I think it's important for people to understand the why to the what, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, Jake Paul did this and he did this. No one's ever stopped and said, oh, I wonder why he jumped on a news van. Or I wonder why this or that, or why he set the pool on fire. But this doesn't work if he's not honest. Like, if he sits there and he has a rehearsed thing and he's just doing this to try and save himself, then that's fucked up. If he's going to do this and he's going to be real, then I think people should give him the chance. For me, if I was in his position, I went to bed at night and I knew a lot of the world just thought I was an evil prick, I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Hey Shane, so I just got a text and I think it would be good for me to kind of just tell my side of the story. I've been through a lot and everyone's kind of been like slut-shaming me and calling me a whore and calling me all these names, but they have no idea like what really went on back then. I'm super, super scared and I've always been scared, but if you think I should, then frick it. Let's do it, man.
And we are trying to come up with a plan, because if I bring Katie, the therapist, with us, and she's there the whole time, I don't think he's going to be like himself. I don't think he's going to be comfortable. I think he's going to be kind of fake. So I came up with a plan, and it sounds really shady, and I've never done anything like this before. The plan is, I'm going to have Katie, the therapist, pretend watching, listening, analyzing Jake's body language, seeing what he's like when the camera turns off, and then throughout the day, she's gonna kind of take me in another room. So Jake will have no idea, and then we'll go into the other room, and I'll just be like, how's it going? What do you think? Well, first of all, let me say this. Jake specifically has told me over and over and over again, like, literally, whatever you want to do, Shane, like, I trust you, I just want this whole thing to be real. So I feel like he would be okay, right? I'm gonna tell him afterward, and if he's not comfortable with it, I won't upload it. So, ooh, I feel dirty. I feel like this is like, I've never done anything like this before, like a secret. Because the whole time he's gonna think like, oh, house tour, like, oh, this is fun, like, oh, we're just doing a house tour. Cut to like a therapist like watching it, and me like, oh my god,
This is definitely like new territory for us. Like, do you want me to just record as much as I can, or like what? We're gonna like sneak off into a room with her.
Oh, I just got like I just got like sick. You mean like, okay.
I mean, so at the end of the day, right, they're gonna be aware of the fact that if the camera's rolling, anything that they let slip is gonna come back and bite them in the ass.
If there's a camera, in his face and we're talking, he still won't be able to turn off. He'll be a real person, like maybe he'll still, I don't know, just be too aware of it. Like, what do you think I should do? Should I have
Well, I'm not suggesting putting a secret camera. If that's what you're trying to get on me just then.
Oh no.
But, I mean, I can,
I'm not telling you to not, like that. I'm not telling you to secretly record him, but what I'm telling you is, it was a camera error and it just kept recording. We didn't even know, Jake. Like, we look back at the footage and we're like, oh my god, we were recording the whole time? No, that's not good. We can't do that. That would actually be wrong. We literally can't do that.
Practice. I'm pretty good at doing that. I've done that to you a couple times.
So it'll be like this. Okay. Oh my god, Jake, haha, nice G-Wagon. Okay, yeah, we'll cut for a second while we, yeah, let's cut for a second.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So, Jake, your whole relationship with Erica, it's fake, right? Yeah, it's fake. Yeah. That's crazy. You killed people before? Do people know that? Oh my god. Oh no, that's not.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
If his dad's there and we're doing that, what if we do that and then the dad's like, hey, you. What if Logan and the dad are there?
It definitely got real in this one. And somebody.
Wait, why? What are you gonna do?
Trust me?
Do you trust me?
I trust you, Shane.
We trust each
That's
other.
why I'm not like you. I have to trust you, Because you're just filming everything.
I ain't like the way he said that. I ain't like the way he said that. So yeah, this was definitely a good one. The homie that Shane interviewed, I felt like he was he's a real ass person, because I felt like he just takes like no bullshit, no playing games with anybody, especially from like the business side. And I feel like he just keeps it real all the time. And I think that's partially why he left Team 10, because he kept it so real and because he was just real, but I definitely clucks with I don't know his name, with the old dude that Shane interviewed. But I'm definitely excited for this. After watching this video, this definitely got me hyped up for Jake in Jake and Shane's interview, but definitely don't do that hidden camera thing. But I guess I'm more lenient about the bring the therapist along, but she's not really a therapist. She's your producer. I'm more lenient towards that, and I feel like that's even kind of messed up. But like I do not agree with the hidden camera, which I highly suggest you don't do. But the whole therapist producer thing, I'm kind of iffy about that. But then again, it's like if you bring her along and you tell Jake that she's really a therapist, and you know she studies people. Of course, if you tell Jake that, he's not gonna be, he's not gonna be 100% himself. So I can see why you're doing that, but it's like, I mean, how do y'all feel about it? You know, how do y'all? Yeah, let me know that in the comment section below. How do you feel about, you know, the therapist being a producer and just studying him? Because, yeah, I 100% agree that if you tell Jake that she's really a therapist, he's not going to be 100% himself. But I'm definitely more excited about this. I think he said it's going to be like 8 parts to this. I don't know if that's what he said. But, yeah, I'm definitely excited for, what is this, episode? I forgot what episode this was. This 4? I think it's just 4. I don't know. But I'm definitely excited for like the next episode. But hey, keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family.